overdoses from counterfeit prescription pills. The Sheriff's Department tells the Ventura County Star that the majority of oxycodone and generic Xanax pills are mass-produced in Mexico and smuggled in. And while they look like real, they're often spiked with a lethally potent synthetic opioid. Figures for last year aren't yet available, but the coroner's office says 35 of the 170 local overdose deaths in 2018 involved fentanyl or a chemical copycat. The state of California set to apologize officially later this week for the mistreatment of Japanese Americans who were sent to internment camps during World War II. The Assembly in Sacramento is expected to pass H.R. 77 containing the apology. It's been introduced by Torrance lawmaker Alan Marisucci, who says the internees were treated very unfairly.
Without any due process of law, solely on the basis of their ancestry, and without any evidence of treason.
President Roosevelt's executive order establishing the internment camps was signed on February 19, 1942, and that date is now marked by Japanese Americans as a day of remembrance. The Trump administration wants to cut federal funding for homeless assistance grants, and critics say that could put more Californians on the streets. The White House is out with its budget plan for 2021, which begins in October. It also includes cuts to block grants, which help revive and improve neighborhoods. And the proposed budget also includes deep cuts to environmental health and education programs. Things to do on President's Day, including visiting presidential libraries nearby. And that story in 2 minutes. It's 8:35. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. It's your short Rick Smith.
Well, we got a little problem in Anaheim, northbound side of the 5 right before Euclid. Car got in a wreck there, and I think both of them had ended up against the center divider area there. Just a little blip of slowing on that 5 north, but definitely much lighter than usual out there. All points headed into the Orange Crush interchange where the 5, 57, and 22 come together. All of those freeways look nice and clear. They got rid of a stalled car in Anaheim, northbound 57 before Ball Road was in the middle lane. CHP did stop traffic and get that out of the way for you. Signaler still in effect in Inglewood. This is the 405 north at Arbor Vita. They have the carpool and the left lane shut down. This is because of a car that had hit the center divider earlier. They're just waiting on a tow truck now, but it is backing you up before you get to the 105 freeway. And once you get past there, it's a good drive on into West LA. In Fontana, the eastbound side of the 10 before Cherry Avenue, a car hit the center divider there. That's facing the wrong way up against that center divider area. Just a little bit of curiosity slowing as people pass there, but they are hoping to get that one onto a tow truck and over to the right shoulder as well. Next report at 8:45. I'm Rick Smith with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Sunny and windy today, highs in the 60s to the mid-70s. Tomorrow it's going to be partly cloudy near the coast, but sunny inland. Gusty winds with highs in the 60s, the beaches, 70s inland and the valleys. Your exclusive 5-day forecast is coming up at 8:45. Currently we have 52 degrees in Burbank, 53 in Torrance, and 54 in Anaheim at 8:37. If you want to do something special on this President's Day, you might want to join the crowds for a lot of free fun and entertainment at the Ronald Reagan Library in Simi Valley.
President's Day, July 4th, and Veterans Day are our 3 big community days where we can get 4,500 people depending upon the weather.
Library spokesperson Melissa Giller telling KNX there'll be sack races, presidential bingo, picnic games, all for free. And of course those President and First Lady lookalikes.
Abigail Adams, Mary Todd Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Ulysses Grant, Teddy Roosevelt.
They will wander around answering questions, and throughout the day they will also perform in the theater.
Telling you all about their life, how they got to be President or First Lady. And so it's a history lesson, but it's a lot of fun as well.
They do provide a free shuttle and free parking, and while the events are all free, touring the library is regular price, and the current special exhibit features the cities of Egypt with an emphasis on Cleopatra. Pretty cool stuff. Bob Brill, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Events are held from 10 to 3 today. It's going to be a similar event to the Nixon Library in Yorba Linda, also starting at 10, and admission is half off. The Crossroads of the West Gun Show will return to the Del Mar Fairgrounds in March, despite objections from gun control activists. The show includes the sale of ghost gun kits, which are not regulated by state laws because they're not technically firearms. They can be purchased and taken home the same day. A teenager using a gun made from the kit killed 2 classmates in 2019 at Saugus High School. And a report shows that funeral homes that post their prices online charge considerably less for their services. California passed a law 7 years ago requiring price disclosures online, but the law gives funeral homes two options. You can either post a complete price list or list the services offered and then disclose the prices are available on request. The analysis by consumers groups, including the Funeral and Consumers Alliance, found that those that declined to post online charge 30% more. General Motors is pulling out of Australia and New Zealand with its Halton brand, two markets it's been in for a long time. It's also withdrawing its Chevrolet brand from Thailand. Australia's Minister for Industry, Science and Technology expressed her disappointment.
This is a very disappointing outcome. It's disappointing because there will be several hundred workers that are about to lose their jobs because of this decision that's been made by Holden. And it's disappointing that they only advised the government of this decision just before their announcement.
GM CEO says the company wants to exit markets that don't produce adequate returns and focus on ones that do. Attorney General William Barr is facing backlash from hundreds of former Justice Department officials for reversing a sentencing recommendation from President Trump's longtime friend and ally Roger Stone. Correspondent Paula Reed has the latest on the Roger Stone sentencing set for later this week.
As of right now, he is still scheduled to be sentenced on Thursday, and it will be up to the judge to decide if she wants to get out in the open some more details about why the Justice Department changed its recommendation, or if she feels like enough has been said about that and she'll just go ahead with sentencing. She also has the option to delay it if she wants to continue to hash out this issue of a new trial, but I'm pretty confident that request is once again going to be denied.
Prosecutors had asked for as much as 9 years for Stone, but the Justice Department withdrew that recommendation after a tweet by the president. Virginia's governor's push to ban the sale of assault weapons has failed after members of his own party balked at the proposal. Moderate Democrats joined Republicans on a Senate committee this morning in rejecting legislation that would have prohibited the sale of certain semi-automatic firearms, including popular AR-15 style rifles, and banned the possession of magazines that hold more than 12 rounds. The bill was a top priority for the Democratic governor, who has campaigned heavily for a broad package of gun control measures. We have a SIG alert in Inglewood. It's on the 405. Your next check of traffic in 4 minutes. It's 8:41.
Play your perfect combination.
For me, it's full-time pedicures and poker.
Spa, shopping, sushi, repeat.
Whatever you love to do, you'll find more ways to escape at Pechanga Resort Casino in Temecula.
This woman, her name is Edith Chavez, is a city councilwoman from Greenwood.
12 years ago, right here,
My first trip to Greenwood. There were about 20 people there.
we needed some toll.
I heard this voice behind me shout out,
I said, fired up, ready to go, and that was it.
"Fire up! Ready to go!"
We need something different to beat Trump. Tom Steyer can bring it. He knows the needs of our people, that people have good health, that people have good education, that people have affordable housing, that people have a right to vote, and that their votes are not suppressed. He also believes in climate change and that people can live healthier and normal lives. Watch it. My God. Trump's fired up, and Trump got to go.
I'm Tom Steyer, running for president, and I approve this message.
Now everybody get out and vote for Tom.
Paid for by Tom Steyer 2020.
Anytime we would take family photos, it was just uncomfortable for me to smile.
I had to be careful how wide I would open my mouth because I was embarrassed to show my teeth.
Living with dental issues can feel challenging. You may have tried full dentures or partials only to find they weren't right for you. But there is a better way: dental implants.
I had to do something. I looked at partial bridges, I looked at dentures. Out of all the options, third choice was the only choice for me.
At Clear Choice Dental Implant Centers, we've helped tens of thousands of patients get back to dental health.